Good afternoon and welcome to BJC Halacha A number 1946. Halacha A keeps the Yetzer Hara away. Once again, dedicated in loving memory of Daniela Svi. Her neshama should have an aliyah, should be elevated in the merit of today's halacha. And we're continuing on the laws of rejoicing on Yom Tov. We're using the Yetzer Hara. It's a great book on learning all Jewish laws of Torah. Obviously, there's more depth to Judaism and Jewish law, but we're getting the basics. Here we go. What is meant by delight? We talked about the honor of Yom Tov. Now we're talking about delight. Oneg. As our rabbis of blessed memory said, on each Yom Tov day, you must have 2 meals. Now we know on Shabbos we have 3 meals. Friday night, Shabbos morning or lunchtime, and also afternoon before sunset. But generally, we used to only have 2 meals. Morning and night. So here we're having 2 meals. Again, the day begins in Judaism at night. So let's say Yom Tov begins on Wednesday night. So 7:30, 8 p.m. we're having our first meal. And then Shabbos lunch, Yom Tov lunch, we're having another meal. That's called 2 meals. Right? So Yom Tov, you must have 2 meals. One at night and one during the day. Says the footnote here, if you did not eat at night, you must eat 2 meals during the day. And say the night Kiddush at the morning meal. How fascinating. But it is not our custom to have a 3rd meal for Yom Tov, right? Shabbos, yes, not Yom Tov. Let's see. Some Achronim, which were the later rabbis, even 1900s, even nowadays can be called an Achron, hold it is best to eat at least some fruit, right? So he's saying, for a 3rd meal, I guess, have at least some fruit. Some people add an extra dish in the morning meal to represent a 3rd meal. However, this does not suffice for the 3rd meal on Shabbos, right? On Shabbos, you really got to have, ideally, bread, and really make it like a meal like we do here at KOH, Kehillas Ovdei Hashem. Ooh, do we have a shell of shooters, a 3rd meal? You got to come. All right. You are obligated to say Kiddush over a cup of wine before the meal. That's both the night meal and the day meal. You should say Hamotzi on 2 whole loaves, as you do on Shabbos, says the footnote, because a double portion of manna was sent down on Erev Yom Tov, the day before Yom Tov, as on Erev Shabbos, just like the day before Shabbos, on every Friday, double portion. And you should be lavish with meat, wine, and sweets, according to your means. Now, back in those days, sweets meant like fruits, really delicious fruits, We got to take it easy and not have too much cake and cookies, my friends. Even on Shabbos Yom Tov, that's not healthy for you. I have this amazing book, and I have other books on health. It's important. It's a mitzvah called the Shmartim to take care of your health. Yes, have some treats, have some cake, but don't overdo it. Don't overindulge. And certainly have your fruits, which are the real, natural desserts. God's candy. Thanks for listening to Sponsor Feature Halacha 36, 100 for the Gold. Have a wonderful day.